Hello everyone, this is Engineer A.C. Sahu, Faculty Expert Mechanical Engineering. Welcome to MKT Education. Today we will discuss the question and answers of your chapter 4 Engineering Physics, that is work and friction. So we have discussed all the theory and some numeric examples of this chapter, and this particular class is all about your the possible questions and discussion of the corresponding answers. So let's start. So this is your chapter 4 work and friction. So the first question is, what are the laws of limiting friction? Discuss methods to reduce friction. Friends, last class रे your second class रे ମୁଁ already explain କରିଛି what are the laws. Still then ମୁଁ summarize କରୁଛି. First law, the force of friction always acts, এটা হচ্ছে limiting friction ର laws, so always acts opposite to the direction towards which the body is in, a body tends to move. First law. Second law, the force of friction or the force of limiting friction bears a constant ratio with normal reaction, and the force of friction is independent of the area of the contact. So force of friction always depends upon the surface irregularities. So these are the things you should remember. And methods to reduce friction, first of all we have to polish the surface so that we can decrease the roughness. Secondly, you can add lubricant to reduce the friction. You can convert the sliding surfaces into rolling surfaces, so that the point of area, the surface of a surface contact, that is the area contact, can be converted to point or line contact. All these things we have discussed. And also you can reduce the friction by making streamlined shape of the objects which are particularly moving through fluids. Next is distinguish between static and dynamic friction. Friends, already I have discussed, static friction means the force of friction experienced when a body is in static condition, is in rest position. Whenever an object is in rest position, then the corresponding friction encountered is your static friction. Suppose let us just have a look. If this is a plane and a body is kept at rest, so under this situation, the two forces are, weight of the body and the normal action. So if I want to move the body, so that I have applied some force, let's say P, and this P is not sufficient, is insufficient to move the body. So in that situation, the whatever force of friction will come is called static friction. So this static friction F, remember, always equal with applied force. P equal to F, always applied force equal to static friction. And whenever the applied force is 0, static friction is 0. If applied force is increased to 1 Newton, the body is in rest position, means frictional force also increased to 1 Newton. So if applied force increased to 2 Newton, frictional force also increased to 2 Newton. Likewise, always the force of friction and applied force equal, and the maximum value up to which the frictional force is increased, let's say applied force when 9 Newton, frictional force is also increased to 9 Newton to balance the applied force, and that is the maximum value. माने ये 9 Newton टा यदि 9.1 हुए, then frictional आउ increase होनी, further increase होनी, से 9 Newton ही रहुची, but आडू खसी जाउची 8.9 something like that. Then we can say this 9 Newton is the maximum value of the static friction, which you can say your limiting friction, right? And what is dynamic friction? Dynamic friction means after, if you apply instead of 9 Newton, if you apply 9.1 Newton, so that the friction value is 8.99, so clearly applied force P is greater than frictional force F. So the body starts to move, and this corresponding friction is your dynamic friction. Friends, if you relate these two, dynamic friction is somewhat less than the limiting friction, and your static friction is 0 when applied force 0. Static friction is increased as the applied force is increased, and always these two are equal, means static friction equal to applied force. But dynamic friction always less than the limiting friction and always less than the applied force. So dynamic friction or your kinetic friction always comes opposite to the direction of motion. जो direction रे body motion रहुची तार opposite direction रे friction आसबो. So these things already we have discussed, मु ताको detail कहूनी, you can write. Next is write short notes on friction. Friends, मु तो already कहि सालेनी friction विषय रे. Still then तमे ताको summarize करिक लेखो. First of all, definition of the friction लेखिबो. What is friction? Friction is an opposing force which comes into play whenever an object or a body moves or tends to move over another body. So this is friction, and friction is caused only because of the roughness of the surfaces. Then you will write about static friction, then you will write about limiting friction, then dynamic friction. Friction ର advantage कौन अछि, disadvantage कौन अछि. Then you will write about the laws of friction and methods to reduce the friction. Total जहाँ तमर पढ़ा जाउची सबु को टिके 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 briefly you will cover all the things to make it short. So next important question को आसा जोडे कि हमर numerical problem. A body of mass 10 kg is moving from rest and attains a velocity of 40 km per hour in 10 seconds. Find the work done. So friends, so first of all you write the what are the given values here, then we will solve the problem. So given value is the body is the mass of the body is 10 kg. So first just write the what are the given values. Mass of the body, let's say m equal to 10 kg, and it is starting from rest, means initial velocity. Initial velocity, let's say u equal to 0, and it attains the velocity of 40 km per hour, means final velocity. Final velocity, your v equal to 40 km per hour. So and for this what is the time taken? 0 to 40 asichi velocity in 10 seconds. So corresponding time taken for this, let's say t equal to 10 seconds. So as you know time ta second रे अछि, this kilometer per hour is to be converted to meter per second. So केमते convert करिबा ना 40 into 5 by 18. 5 by 18 if you multiply, then you will find the value in meter per second. कहीं कि हम 5 by 18 multiply करिबा, because you know kilometer 1 kilometer is 1000 meter and 1 hour is how much? 60 minute. 1 minute is 60 second. So 1000 by 3600. That means if you simplify it, it will 5 by 18 meter per second. Right? So just calculate and you will get the final value. Just let me calculate. So after calculation you will find 200 by 18. 14 by 200 by 18. So later on you will calculate meter per second. So the concept is, you know, here the velocity is increased from 0 to 40 km per hour. That means the kinetic energy is increased. Mu first class रे कहइतले kinetic energy आसुची कोउटु ना, because of the work done. We are providing some work, we are doing some work on the body, जोथमे कोन हिची ना तार velocity increase हिची. So say work done टा केते हमको बाहर करबार अछि. So friends, work done माने energy, kinetic energy. So दुईटा जाक समान, माने जेति की kinetic energy बढ़ी छी सेति की वर्क हिची. So आमे केते kinetic energy बढ़ी छी सेटा ही बाहर करबा. So आमे लिखिबा कोन ना work done equal to change in kinetic energy, or you can write gain in kinetic energy. Change in kinetic energy. So change in kinetic energy kete, you know, kinetic energy formula half mv square. हाफ m v स्क्वायर माइनस इनिशियल काइनेटिक एनर्जी हाफ m u स्क्वायर बट एटा तो जीरो u जेहेतु जीरो इनिशियल काइनेटिक एनर्जी जीरो सो सिंपली चेंज वर्क डन जोटा सेटा हाफ m v स्क्वायर जोटा कि चेंज इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी सो दिस इज हाफ इनटू मास वैल्यू केते ना 10 वेलोसिटी केते 200 divided by 18 square and finally you will find in terms of joule change in kinetic energy. After calculation it is 617.283 joule, right? So change in kinetic energy which is our work done is equal to 617.283 joule. So just I am highlighting the answer. So जदि किसी डाउट रोची बारंबार देखो you will be clear. Find the work done by a force of 20 kilonewton that moves a body with a displacement of 10 meter at an angle of 45 degree with the direction of force. So friends, हमें वर्क डन रो डेफिनेशन रो पढ़ी छे कि वर्क डन हबो जेतेबेले गोटे फोर्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट करिवो बॉडी रो सो एठी फोर्स अप्लाई हिची 20 किलोन्यूटन एंड से फोर्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट करिछि बॉडी रे 10 मीटर बट फैक्ट एतिकी कि द डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड द फोर्स आर नॉट इन द सेम लाइन सो वर्क डन कोन फॉर्मूला अछि यू नो जेतेबेले डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड फोर्स समान लाइन रे नथिबो जदि थीटा एंगल अछि ताल वर्क डन केते हो ना फोर्स इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट दैट इज f इनटू s cosine of the angle so fs cos theta so simple formula we will put here to find the work done given value your applied force f let's say this is equal to 20 kilonewton and what is the displacement s equal to how much displacement is 10 meter and the angle between f and s let's say theta equal to 45 degree किलो न्यूटन रे भी एक्सप्रेस करले चलिबो फाइनली हम किलो जूल लिखिबा 20 into displacement केते ना 10 into cos 45 degree थीटा जगह 45 लिखले सो फाइनल आंसर you will find this is 141.421 किलो जूल कहीं कि हम एडी ऑलरेडी कोन लिखिछे ना किलो न्यूटन ही लिखिछे सो फाइनल आंसर इज 141.421 किलो जूल दिस इज द amount of work produced or work done so just I am highlighting the value so friends already these are the questions जोटा कि important questions एग्जाम रे आसी छी हमें ताकू डिस्कशन करिले मोर सजेशन रहइबो बा एडवाइस रहइबो तमे बहुत सारा क्वेश्चंस ए टाइप रो क्वेश्चंस करो फ्रॉम योर टेक्स्ट बुक बा जहा सब रिसोर्स तम पाखरे अछि सबुरो रिसोर्स को यूज करी कि जेते क्वेश्चंस करि पाइबो सेते डाउट क्लियर होबो एंड जस्ट आई विल से कीप लर्निंग MKD एजुकेशन थैंक यू।